Hi guys, and welcome back to Couch Critics. I'm Lamia.
And I'm Ruby, and today we're reviewing Nobody Wants This.
Yes, so it's a Netflix show featuring Adam Brody and Christian Bell.
Yeah.
And yeah, the funny thing about these two actors is that Christian Bell was in Gossip Girl. She's
Yeah.
the voice of Gossip Girl, and Adam Brody was in the OC. And
Okay.
both of the shows have the same director, Josh something.
Okay.
And basically, if you watched both of them, you would like automatically think that the Gossip Girl is inspired by the OC
Okay.
because the OC came out first.
I
Then
never watched
Adam
the
Brody
OC.
married Leighton Meester, who's
Yeah.
actually going to be in the next season of Nobody Wants
Nobody
This.
Wants This. And who was also in Gossip Girl.
And who was also in Gossip Girl. So,
Yeah.
small world.
Small world for the
Yeah.
film industry.
Yeah. So, Nobody Wants This is about this sex podcaster.
Yeah, two sisters who have a podcast together about their
Yes.
dating life, and we related to it, so we said we're
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
I mean, we have a podcast about cinema, but
About cinema.
close. And yeah, she's very extroverted, wild, fun, and everything. And she runs into this rabbi who's very introverted and
Yeah.
shy and calm, and they fall in love. And we just follow this connection that they have in this relationship that they develop together, and they like each other, but their lives don't completely match. They have a lot of differences, and the way that they lead their lives is not very compatible, but
Yeah.
they just try their best to make it work, and it's very funny.
It is very funny.
Yeah.
Also, the rabbi was engaged before he met the character played by Kristen Bell. I forgot her name. But yeah, he was engaged, and then he broke off his engagement, and then he met Kristen, and they start dating.
Yeah.
And his whole family is against it because, first of all, they were all still very much in love with his ex. And then they just didn't want him to date someone who's not Jewish. And I'm very conflicted about this theory because I don't know much about Judaism, but I was wondering like how would it feel for a Jewish person to watch this series and see like a rabbi dating someone who's not Jewish and just like doing all of these unorthodox things. And I don't know, I would, if there was a TV show like this about like a different religion, like about, for example, a priest, I would be very disturbed personally. But so yeah, I really want to know what's people's opinion about that.
I guess you need to have a big sense of humor.
Yes.
If you're Jewish and you're watching this.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Because there's a lot of questionable things. Like, for example, there's a scene where Adam Brody's mother eats pork and like while she like in hiding.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's someone who looks very strict on the outside, so it makes you question a lot about like the hypocrisy of religions in general. And I'm not just talking about Judaism, but yeah, it was a very interesting TV show to watch. And I've done my research, and turns out Adam Brody is Jewish, but apparently he's not very
vocal.
Yeah, he's not, because Leighton is Christian, and apparently they have like a Christmas / Hanukkah holidays, and they're both not very connected with their religions. But yeah, it's interesting to see things like that, because I don't think it would have been okay for a non-Jewish actor to play his role, like to play a rabbi. Yeah,
why?
No. Because I don't know, if you want to make fun of a religion, it has to be someone from the religion. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable.
Does it make it acceptable?
I think it makes it more acceptable than
I
someone
feel like
not.
it makes it like even less acceptable to have someone
You think
who's
so?
actually supposed to represent that religion
I don't
destroy it. It's like, you know, the actors in Emily in Paris, like the French ones who
Yeah.
are supposed to represent French people and who actually don't do that. They do not represent any French people.
Maybe that's true. I don't, but I think it's even less okay for someone who's not from that, because then it's what do they call it? It's
Appropriation.
appropriation, exactly, and that's even worse. Like, I don't know, but
I totally agree. But it's kind of like, I don't know. Have you watched Fleabag?
No, but I really want to watch it. It's with
So
Andrew Scott, right?
yeah.
I always see the reels about it, and
Mhm.
I'm so curious because I was thinking about it during the whole show because I'm like, huh, what like how does it look like for like a Christian TV show? Like,
Yeah, he plays a priest, so
yeah,
maybe we can watch that and
yeah,
review it
yeah.
soon. Or maybe we can, after we review the priest one, we could watch Rami. It's um with Sami something. We'll add his name, but it's
Okay,
like an A24 movie about this Egyptian guy who's
okay,
trying to like be a modern young man
okay,
in Egypt and who's also struggling with his faith,
okay. We'll
which is
have
Islam. We
we'll
have
have
like
all three
oh,
religions
yeah.
posted.
Just to be fair.
Just to be fair, we're sparing no one right here.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think his name is Sami Youssef. I'm not sure, but yeah.
That some TikTok shows that I
He
think
was in Poor Things.
ah
Yeah, it's
you
that
told me
the
about him.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll look it up.
Mhm.
All
It's
right.
actually a very funny show. We should check it out.
Yeah. I can't wait. That's perfect. So yeah, but overall I think it was a very funny
Mhm.
TV show. I especially like the relationship between the sisters, Morgan and I completely
Christian
and
Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think about their relationship, like the
Between
two
the two
sisters?
sisters, I
Yeah.
feel like it's very relatable. At least, like I have a sister, and we
Same.
do have this love and hate relationship. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
we love each other, but we do fight from time to time. But it's not actual fighting. It's just like you like
Yeah.
to mess with the other sibling.
That's totally fair.
And I felt like that's was very representative of what it's like to have a sibling.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like they're both very caring and they both love each other, but they do not care when it's time to say something. They just say it. And yeah.
And I think that's beautiful because at some point they do get in a fight
Mhm.
and they both voice out their complete honest opinion. And it turns out like it's been like their fight was based on a lie someone else had done
Yeah.
to mess with them. But think that it's I think that's the beauty of siblings is just like no matter how hurtful the other person
Mhm.
is, it's always water under the bridge once it's all figured out. And
Totally. And
that's
I
really more
also
beautiful.
loved Morgan as a character. I
Yeah,
thought she was very fun and cool
yeah,
and edgy. Um, I loved how she was jealous of her sister's relationship with the rabbi because she just wanted to have her sister for herself,
hmm,
which is also realistic. But I did not understand her whole love triangle with the other brother. It was
yeah,
very messy. It did
yeah.
not seem like it was going anywhere. I feel like both actors didn't have any chemistry, so that then I remembered that it's a Netflix show, and I was like, yeah, this is Netflix doing their thing.
But I don't think she liked him. I think she really saw him as a platonic friend, but I
Mhm.
think that he's the one who was more into her, and it kind of explains it because I feel like his marriage is not really going well.
Mhm.
So he's trying to also justify by saying it's platonic, but I
Yeah.
feel like he was just trying to find an escape. And which makes it all the more funny because again, his whole family is just like this very
Yeah.
family who seem to want to be following the rules and who
Mhm.
want everybody to follow the rules, but you come and you look at it, nobody's following the rules. Everybody's messing up in their own way, except for maybe the father, like Aidan Brody's father. I love that character. He reminded me a lot of Yvonne's father in Honora because although he's that very successful businessman,
Mhm.
it's always the wife making all the calls. And I find that very ironic and very funny at the same time.
It's true.
So,
I
yeah.
also really like the wife, the one that's
The brother's wife.
the brother's wife,
Yeah.
and how she was very. At first, I thought it was his mom. 'Cause she was just like following him around in a car and screaming at him, and I was like, was she like a teen mom or something like that? Because like, this is not very realistic, but
Yeah.
their whole dynamic was very funny and actually like I was rooting for both of them and I did not want him to cheat on her because
Yeah.
they were cute together.
Yeah.
And yeah, I loved seeing Adam Brody again. I watched the OC and it's
Okay.
definitely one of those shows that stays with you forever. And I remember that when I was watching the OC, he was my favorite character. Not because I loved Seth Rogen, it's his character in the show, but because he's a very talented actor. And I remember like there are like two people in his shows who started a podcast about his show,
Okay.
and they were talking about how he gave them an advice about how you should, like, whenever you finish a scene, you should like add something that's yours, like
Okay.
just an intention, or like, I don't know, anything. And that's something that he did in his new show, and that's cool.
That's interesting.
Mm.
I didn't know that, but yeah, I also really liked him. I think I have not seen him in anything before, but I thought he was like delivering very well his
Mm.
part. And yeah, I also loved Kristen Bell because I have never seen her in anything, but I've always heard about her, and I know that
You
she
didn't watch
plays.
Frozen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know her from Frozen, but like, it wasn't her acting, it
Yeah,
was
it
her
was her
voice.
singing.
Yeah, she's very famous for her voice. I think she has this signature voice, but it was very nice seeing her
Mm.
acting in something. It's truly impressive, and yeah, I think she did a wonderful job.
Mm.
Also, Morgan is in this TV show called Succession, and she has a very secondary role.
Mm.
And I loved seeing her in this show take more
Is it the
room.
Crave show
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the office and like that everyone's talking about?
Kind of, it has like the Office vibe,
Mm.
but it's completely different. It's like about this family that owns a what's it called? Media company.
Hmm.
And it's a lot of siblings who just want to take over after their father, and it's
Yeah.
just like this fight and this manipulation between the siblings.
It's
So yeah.
kind of like Dynasty. I don't know if you watched the show.
Yes, I haven't watched it, but I know that it's very similar. And
Mm.
actually, I did watch Dynasty, but Dynasty is more so they're both very comedic shows.
Yeah.
They're both very funny, and they're in different ways. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
No, I think it's really worth it. It's so luxurious and it's so out of this world, in my
Mm.
opinion. And all the actors are incredible. Kieran Culkin, who won the Oscar for supporting role, he's also in that TV show, and
Okay.
he's such a playful character. I love him. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'll watch it.
yeah. So yeah, that's it for Nobody Wants This. What else is there to talk about?
The ending?
Oh, the ending. Yes. I love that it was an open ending, but
Mm.
I don't know.
Do you think they'll stay together in the next season, or do you want them to stay together? Do we want them to stay together in the next
I
season?
don't think it makes sense, but I think they're gonna stay together for the sake of the TV show, for it to keep going. I feel like it's
I feel
this.
like one of them has to sacrifice something in order for the
Yeah,
other one to just like stay in
yeah,
the relationship, and
yeah.
is it fair? But then isn't it realistic to have to sacrifice something to be in with someone?
But see, here's my question. Does Ethan Brody really want to be a rabbi, or is it just because he has a lot of pressure from his parents? Like, I really start questioning whether it's truly what he wants or not.
I feel like it's what he wants, because he was very like um ambitious
Hmm.
about his career when
Yeah.
before meeting Christian, but then I feel like his plans changed along the way, and now he's kind of lost. And I hope the show explores that state of loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to know, like, why did he break up with his fiance? Like, I know he was like
Yeah.
missing out the thrill and everything, but if he really wants to be a rabbi, he wants to be this picture perfect kind of person. I think his fiance was the right person for that. But I think at some point he had, I don't know, quarter midlife crisis, and he realized, oh no, I'm done following the rules, and all of a sudden he did everything wrong. And I'm really wondering, like, is it a phase? Is
Mhm.
it truly something just gonna he's gonna keep dating Kristen and she's
Yeah,
truly
because
the
like
love
he
of
just
his
left
life?
one serious relationship to jump right ahead in a serious one, and he was the one
Yeah,
who actually wanted to just like jump
yeah,
and in a
yeah.
serious relationship. But his actual wife, Leighton Meester, is gonna play Christian Bell's nemesis, so maybe
Mm,
it's gonna be a new love interest for
mm.
him.
I really want to see what Leighton is gonna do in that show.
Yeah.
Because knowing that they're both married, I obviously in real life, I
Mm.
obviously want them to stay together in the TV show. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but like, yeah, it's just yeah. And I'm also I really hope that Leighton is gonna like her role and her character are gonna be serious in a
Yeah.
sense that I loved her in Gossip Girl, but we've reviewed Xmas after that, and it
Mhm.
was just like it was a complete flop. And I don't
Yeah,
think it was the acting, but I think it was very caricaturized, like her character. So I really think this TV show, this role is gonna be her step back into like more,
the spotlights, because
yeah,
this show has been winning a lot of awards
yeah,
lately.
yeah,
I mean, I think Christian Bell presented the Critics' Choice
yeah,
Awards or
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So like the actors have been getting a lot of attentions for like
yeah.
a Netflix show. It's very rare to have a Netflix show
It's true.
have this much attention from the audience and
Yeah.
from like critics all around. So yeah, I'm very excited to see season two. It's an easy watch and I recommend it to everyone.
It truly is an easy watch. I was
Mm.
actually enjoying watching it, and I'm not someone who
Yeah,
gets easily attached to TV shows. I love movies, but TV shows is just more painful for me. But
same.
this one was fun.
Yeah,
So yeah, um,
I
I
think that
think that
sums it
sums
up.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to let us know what you think, and
And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
bye.
Bye.